What is going on, YouTube? I hope you guys are having a great day as always. It's been a minute since I've picked up the camera. I went to a show in Nashville, Music City Showdown. I'm sure y'all probably heard of it if you're into the truck scene at all. Went there, I wasn't really feeling the whole like camera vibe. I don't know why, it felt kind of out of place to me. So I probably won't upload anything on that show. So exciting news, guys. Today we are gonna start tearing the motor apart for the truck. Previous video, you know, had a little teaser about putting a cam in it. And we are in fact putting a cam in it. I'm doing a truck Norris BTR cam. Here I have the electric fan and oversized radiator conversion. So I'm doing the 34-inch core radiator and the electric fans, BTR truck Norris cam, and I don't have to do anything to the transmission. So the truck Norris cam is supposed to work perfect with the factory torque converter, so I shouldn't have to do anything to my transmission at all. I have the cam sitting in the house. I was just gonna swap some vehicles around here. We're gonna pull the truck down to that shop because all of our tools are down there. Pull my car up here and get to working on this thing, start pulling the motor apart. Oh, also here recently, local car show here in Conyers, Georgia, got top 25, and then Music City Showdown, Silver Lot, I got top 20. The truck's bringing home awards. This thing is so pretty when it's clean. I love it. It was a nightmare to keep it clean in Nashville though, it kept raining, so. And then driving downtown Nashville, that was also a nightmare, but. Alrighty guys, got the vehicle swapped around, truck's down here. This shop's a little bit smaller, I feel like. I think they actually measure out to the same size, but I don't know, that one just feels a little bit bigger. But parked it kind of more far back, so the door's gonna be kind of close, but wanted to give myself a lot of room up front. I don't really need room back here, so not for doing motor work. Guys, well, I'm gonna get to work. Alrighty guys, first thing I'm gonna do, truck's last drive for a little while. First thing I'm gonna do is hop underneath the truck. Got the drain pan, I'm gonna go ahead and drain all the coolant and probably pop the grill out, pop this off, and then just start taking the fan shroud out, take the radiator out, and just work my way down. Alrighty guys, next day working on the truck. Yesterday didn't get a whole lot done really. I got stuck with getting the clutch fan off, mainly because I didn't have a freaking huge adjustable wrench, which is laying over here now. But got it and got the fan clutch off and got the radiator out. All that stuff's drained in there, little mess as possible. But everything's going pretty good. Today I got all of the intake bolts out, starting to get the wiring harness, like everything, pretty much everything's unplugged, I think. So, and the intake bolts are all loose. Intake is loose. I just don't have, guys, sorry about that. My camera died. Literally filming with it plugged up right now. The batteries that I have are terrible. So got the truck, got the intake all loose and all that. Sorry, having to manage a cord. I don't have those fuel rail clip tools to remove the fuel rails, so I'm gonna get those tomorrow and we can pull the intake all the way off. Valve covers, heads, water pump, and camshaft, and timing cover and all that, of course. Yeah, everything's going pretty good so far. I really haven't had anything like kick my butt or break, so that's good. I will see you guys tomorrow. Day 3 working on the truck. Yesterday, went and picked up these little fuel line disconnect tools that I was telling y'all about in the last clip, but by the time I got home it was late. It was already like 10 o'clock, so didn't work on the truck any at all last night, but we're gonna try to knock out some stuff tonight. Alrighty guys, I'll tell you what is the hardest thing about doing this so far is trying to not make a mess. Like, it's almost impossible. Intake is off, and currently the water pump, all the bolts are loose, so I'm just letting the water drain out. Ran and got a harmonic balancer pulley remover. Next, pull either the harmonic balancer next or the valve covers. Probably valve covers, just because I don't. Funny story, kind of funny, kind of scary. I heard some gunshots outside of my house. I don't know if it was the neighbors across the street or what, and then now I'm hearing my neighbor's dog barking in the woods, so kind of sketching me out a little bit, but I don't really want to go outside to turn the air on, so I mean, I could use a 3/4 drive to pull that off, the harmonic balancer, but kind of rather also not do it by hand. So I'll probably just start pulling the valve covers, knocking the rocker arms loose, and getting the heads ready to pull off. But yeah, don't really want to go outside the shop right now. A little sketched out. Probably about to wrap it. Probably about to wrap it up for the night. I got the valve covers off. I pulled the coil packs off first. You see them laying down there to the left, and then pulled the valve covers off because you couldn't get the valve cover bolts out without taking off the coil packs. Had one of the bolts almost try to round off on me, which was not good, but got a 6-point socket. I was able to get it out, so I'll probably be replacing that one when I put it back in with something else, or yeah, most likely replacing it. Valve covers off, 8mm bolts for the rocker arms. I've got all of them broke loose. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen them all up, and they come out as like a whole tray piece, like they're all attached with a bar down in there. So I'm gonna separate them left and right. I don't know that you really have to, but I want them to go back in where they came out. And then tomorrow, the header bolts loose, crack the head bolts loose, take off the harmonic balancer, the timing cover, and I'm gonna let my stepdad handle it from there. I don't want to mess up anything with the timing. He's gonna put the cam in for me, so I'm gonna let him handle taking off the cam gear from the timing chain and all that stuff, just because I don't want to screw anything up. But other than the one bolt being a little difficult, everything's going good. I'm gonna pull off these rocker arms and probably wrap it up for the night. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Push rods and rocker arms are out. But yeah, like I said guys, that's it for tonight. Also meant to say, I am changing the knock sensors since I already am at this point. I do have a code check engine light coming up for knock sensors, so I'm just gonna replace both of them and the harness while I'm already here. But tomorrow, heads are coming off, timing cover, harmonic balancer, and maybe we can swap the cam out. if I can get my stepdad to come over and do it tomorrow, then we'll do it tomorrow. And we'll be closer to putting this thing back together. Which of course I still can't, like, no matter how fast I get it put back together, I still can't crank it up. I mean, I guess I can crank it up, but I just can't let it overheat because I am doing the electronic fan conversion and my computer is not programmed for the electric fans yet. So I have to take that to a tuner. I'm trying to find a reliable tuner guy right now. So as soon as I can get my computer to a tuner, program the fans in, I'll be good to go. And this thing will be back on the road. And then of course I have to take it and get it tuned properly for the cam with the fuel and everything. But I'm wrapping it up for tonight, guys. We'll see y'all in the next clip. Next day, guys, let's get back to it. Pulling the heads off. Everything I said last night: heads, timing cover, harmonic balancer. Let's go. Alrighty guys, little update here. I've got one cylinder head off, working on the other one over here. I didn't think I was gonna have to break my headers loose down low. I thought I'd just be able to like take the bolts loose and like slide them over. They were just way too stiff. So I have V-band clamps down there. I don't know if you'll even be able to see them, but V-band clamps down there. So I took the V-bands loose and got the headers out of the way so I can get the head bolts out a lot easier than trying to work around them. It was such a pain trying to work around them, and really you can't even get to the bolts when you're trying to work around them. So just went ahead and broke them loose. But I got some help and just showed up. That's why the dogs are barking so much. We're gonna pull this off. Alrighty YouTube, I just want to throw this video clip in here at the end of the engine teardown video of the truck. So motor's all torn apart in there, cylinder heads are off, and my stepdad just swapped out the cam last night. So there is the original cam. BTR truck Norris cam is now in the truck. My stepdad took the cylinder heads with him. By the way, I'm recording this on my phone, so it's a little weird, different than what I'm used to. Because my GoPro's dead, but stepdad's got the cylinder heads with him at his shop. He's gonna go through and clean them up, change out the valve springs for the beehive springs because they have like a little bit heavier spring tension than the original springs. But as soon as we get those back, I'll be putting the motor back together. And then other than that stuff, the motor reassemble and the tuning will probably be in the next video. So this is just gonna be the teardown only. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, drop any questions you might have down below. I think that's it. We'll see you guys in the next video.